Would I be the jerk if I told my wife she has a social media addiction? For a few years now, I have felt like my wife has a social media addiction, specifically Instagram and TikTok. She will sit for hours every night on her phone, going through each app, sometimes making it hard to even initiate or have a conversation. Most of the time, it doesn't bother me, as I understand that this is her way of unwinding. However, I've confronted her about it before, and she denies there being anything wrong with spending 4 to 6 hours a day on social media. She argues, what's the difference between her doing that and me reading for the same amount of time? At a base level, I agree with her, but also I feel like being on social media has affected her in ways she would not like to admit. Besides ignoring me, I feel like she has also grown very paranoid over the last few years, which she never was when we first met. Some things that have happened are being unable to sleep at night because she's afraid someone will break into the house. This has subsided a little since we purchased an alarm system, but it was really shocking at the time when I learned she was in legit irrational fear at night. What has spurned my feelings again recently that social media is negatively affecting her health is now she is, in my opinion, irrationally trying to limit what I do. My wife and I have different work schedules and rarely work on the same day. Whichever parent is off that day watches our 2 kids. I've brought up to her recently that I want to start taking them on day trips to museums and parks to go hiking that are about 2 to 3 hours away from us, and she did not like that. To take a step back, I would love to do these things with my wife, but quite frankly, she doesn't like outdoorsy or history type things. She's more of an amusement park or shopping kind of person when it comes to recreation. Her reasoning for not liking my idea is she is concerned if there is ever an accident. My argument was that you can't live life assuming the worst is going to happen, and if anything did happen, there isn't much difference 1 to 2 hours is going to make. For now, we came to the compromise that we'll all do one of these day trips I have in mind on our next mutual day off. But I told her point blank that I won't appreciate her complaining and that there is likely to be a lot of walking. I think that was a little harsh, but I also felt like it had to be said. To go back to the start. Basically, I feel like my wife's social media habits are negatively affecting her, which in turn are affecting me. I want to confront her about this again, but I don't know how.